What's going on, everybody? This is Al from PlaybookGamer.com, and today we're going to look at 10 tight end heavy playbooks in college football 25. This is a request from several people over the last few weeks wanting to know which playbooks has a bunch of tight end formations, the ones that has multiple tight ends. We're talking 12 personnel, 13, 22, 23. I have found 10 of them that has a bunch of what you're looking for from various schemes, from pro style to spread, pistol, and what have you. Now, I'm only going to cover formations. We're not going to break down plays or anything, but hopefully by the end of the video, you'll have a good list of playbooks to fool around with that can maybe be a future scheme in a dynasty for you somewhere down the road. Now, let's start off with Ball State. This is considered a pro-style playbook. They got a bunch of shotgun, they got a little bit of pistol, and they got like one single back formation. But you head over to personnel, we want to start off with 12 personnel. Starting off in the shotgun, we got gun deuce, then we got gun deuce twins over, then you got gun wing, then you got to wing stack weak, then you get to wing slot offset, U off trips, and then we're heading to the pistol, wing close. Then you got single back U off trips, and then we're back to deuce. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 12 personnel formations, but that's not all. We also have a little bit of 23. This is the heavy duty stuff. This is when you want 3 tight ends out there, think goal line, things of that nature, fourth and short. Out of the pistol, you got ace double wing, and then you got ace heavy overload. That is a unique formation. I think that's just really cool. They got everything stacked to one side. Then you got your goal line formation. So that is it for Ball State. A ton of great stuff in there. There's at least 10 tight end formations that I think you're really going to enjoy. Next up, we have Charlotte. This is considered a spread playbook. It's got a bunch of shotgun formations. It's got a little bit of pistol, and it's got a little bit of single back. But when you head over to personnel, let's go talk about 12 personnel. Your one back, 2 tight ends. Starting off gun ace offset. Then we got gun deuce close. We got gun wing. We got gun wing halfback weak close. And then we got gun wing halfback weak. And then we got gun wing slot. And then we got gun U off trips. Now we're heading to the pistol. We got pistol deuce close, and then pistol wing, and now we're into the single back. You got single back wing, you got single back wing slot over, and then we're back to ace offset. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 personnel formations. Now, when it comes to other 2 tight end looks, you don't have any in the 32. This is just your QB kneel. You go to 23, that's just your goal line. But you do have 13 personnel formation. We got 3 tight ends out there. That is wing tight Z from single back. So if you need a lot of shotgun, a little bit of pistol with all these 2 tight end formations, there's plenty of it in this playbook. Next up, we have Houston. This is another spread playbook. Pretty typical. It's got a lot of shotgun. It's got some pistol as well. It also has 1 I formation and no single back. But when you head over to the personnel side of things, let's start off with 12 personnel. We got gun wing. We got gun wing slot offset. Then we got U off trips. And then we're heading to the pistol. We got pistol wing, and we got pistol wing slot, and then pistol U off trips. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 personnel formations, and then you head over to a couple other ones. Of course, you got QB kneel out of 32 personnel. You're not going to use that much at all unless you're winning a lot. 23 personnel, you just got the goal line normal, but you do got 1 22 personnel set, and that is I formation tight. So that is it for your tight end formations in this playbook. Not as much as some of the other ones, but it's still just a different group of tight end formations that I think you're going to like. Next up, we have Iowa. This is an old school pro style playbook. Think a lot of single back I formation, some shotgun, even has a little power I. So you see all the single back formations. You see some I formations. You got 1 power I set. You got a bunch of shotgun in there as well. So again, just more traditional pro style look, but with a bunch of tight end emphasis. So let's start off with personnel and head up to 12 personnel. Starting off with single back, you got ace, 18 plays there, and you got ace slot, wing slot, and then you head into the shotgun, U off trips, and then ace slot. So there's a lot more single back 12 personnel than anything else, but we got a lot more to look at. Let's go to 32 personnel. This is your power I look. Then you got QB kneel with that. You go to 23 personnel. This is your goal line. And then we head into 22 personnel. I formation tight. Then you got I wing. But we're not done. We got some 13 personnel to look at. This is wing pair. Then you get into wing tight. So you have 1, 2, you got what, 3, 4, you got 5, you got 6, you got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 multiple tight end formations, a whole lot in there. Again, if you are a traditional pro style fan, this is a great playbook to use. Next up, we have Kansas State. This is a multiple style playbook. It's got a little bit of everything, especially when it comes to formations and personnel groupings. It's got a lot of shotgun, as you can see here. It's got some pistol. It's got a little bit of I formation. Even has strong guy in there, one formation there. There's no single back, but plenty of shotgun, pistol, and I if you like that combo. So let's head over to personnel. Let's start off with 32 personnel. That's your QB kneel. You're not going to use that much unless, again, you win. Then you go to 23 personnel. There's your goal line. But now let's head to 22 personnel. You got I wing, and you got wing over. Then you got I tight. So you got 3 22 personnel sets. Then you go over to 12 personnel. It's all shotgun for the most part. You got a gun ace. You got ace slot. You got wing slot over. You off trips. Wing slot weak. Then we head into a little bit of pistol. You got pistol deuce. Then you got wing slot, and then you off trips after that. So a lot of shotgun when it comes to these two tight end looks. But if you need a little pistol as well, you'll have plenty of that. So if you like that combination, this will be a great playbook for you. Now let's talk about Michigan. This is a very unique pro-style playbook. A lot of the main popular teams in this game has some formations and plays that are just unique. It seems like just to them, and Michigan is no different. Now, they got a lot of different types of formations, a bunch of shotgun. You got some pistol. You even got a little single back. You got some I formation. You got some strong. Just a nice, diverse set of formations. But let's go over to personnel. Let's talk about these tight ends. Let's go up to 12 personnel. Starting off in the shotgun, you got gun wing slot offset. You got east X over. You off. This is pistol. Then we head into wing slot over. And then we're into single back, wing X off. Then you get into bunch ace. And then you get in back to our shotgun play. So there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12 personnel. You go into 32. That's just your QB kneel. 23. You just got your goal line normal. Then we head into 12 personnel. This is I formation wing. Then you got wing over. Then you got I tie. Very similar to Iowa's playbook. And then you go to 13 personnel, wing pair from the shotgun. Then you go to wing tight Z, and then you got under center, single back, wing pair there, and then wing tight U. Then we're back to wing pair from the shotgun. So a lot of 13 personnel. So if you need 3 tight ends out there a lot, you got plenty to choose from. But of course, we got a whole lot of 12 personnel to go with as well, and a little bit of 22. Again, they just have a little bit of everything. A very fun playbook. Next up, we have Michigan State. This is a very similar pro-style playbook to what we just saw with Michigan and Iowa. And it's got a lot of single back, as you can see here. It's got some I formation. It's got one strong formation. It's got a pistol formation. And it's got a bunch of shotgun. This is Jonathan Smith's offense that he brought with him over from Oregon State. I really like watching his offense run. So let's start off with the personnel. Head over to 12 personnel, and let's start off with single back deuce. 18 plays there. Then you got single back wing, wing X off. Then you got wing flex. Then you got bunch ace. Then you go into the shotgun with shotgun ace, wing slot offset. Then we're back to the single back. So a lot more single back than what you see in the shotgun. So if you're a single back, 2 tight end guy, there's plenty enough there to work with. 32 personnel, there's just your QB kneel. You go to 23 personnel, that's just your goal line. You go to 22 personnel, you got 1, and that is I formation wing. And then you head over to 13 personnel, you just have 1 there, and that is wing tight. So it just kind of depends. If you need a lot of single back, 2 tight end looks, I think this one may be for you. Next up, we have Texas A&M. This is Colin Klein's offense. He was the offensive coordinator at Kansas State for the longest time, and we just covered their playbook in the video. And this playbook is kind of similar to that, but again, this is one that's considered a pro style playbook, but it's got plenty of shotgun. It's got some pistol. It's got a little bit of I formation. Again, exactly like Kansas State. It even has a strong formation. And that is it. So there's no single back, but if you need plenty of shotgun, pistol, and a little bit of I, this one is really good. So let's head over to personnel. Let's start off with 12 personnel. Start off with a shotgun. You got gun ace. You got gun ace slot, wing slot over, U off trips, wing slot weak. And now we're heading to the pistol. We got pistol deuce, pistol wing slot over. And then you got U off trips from pistol. So a lot of different 12 personnel formations in here, plenty of shotgun, plenty of pistol. But then you head over to 22 personnel. Now we're getting under center with I formation wing and then wing over. Then you got I formation tight. So if you need a lot of 22 personnel, that seems to be the trifecta of those three formations from the I. You got 23 personnel, that's just your goal line. Your 32 personnel, that's just your QB kneel. So the majority of this is going to be 12 personnel, which is to be expected. A lot of shotgun, a lot of pistol, but then you got plenty of 22 personnel if you need it as well. Next up, we have the Utah playbook. This is considered a pro style playbook. It's very shotgun and single back heavy, especially from the single back in terms of a bunch of tight ends out there on the field. As you can see, we got a bunch of shotgun formations. We got quite a bit of single back, and we got one or just a couple of pistol formations. You got a little bit of wildcat, and that's it. But let's head over to personnel. Let's talk about 12 personnel. So out of the gun, you got gun deuce close and gun wing. That's it when it comes to gun, but we got a whole lot of single back. Deuce close, wing slot, wing, ace, ace slot, bunch ace. So that was what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 personnel formations. Bulk of that is, again, single back. And we do have 13 personnel formation. Yes, we do got 32. That's your QB nail, and 23. That's goal line. But if you go to 13 personnel, it's back to the single back again. Wing tight U. So if you want to run a ton of single back, 12 personnel, just big, heavy tight end stuff, this is the best playbook in the game to do that with. Last but not least, we have the pistol alternate playbook, or the generic pistol playbook. And I wanted to throw this one in there because if you're a pistol heavy guy, thankfully the alternate playbook is really good, especially when it comes to a bunch of tight ends out there. And as you can see by formation, it's pretty much nothing but pistol, as you would imagine. But if you head over to personnel, you go over to 12 personnel, and we have a lot of stuff to look at. Starting off with pistol ace slot, wing slot, and U off trips, and then we're back to ace again. So just a lot of great stuff in here. If you want to be nothing but pistol, this is definitely the one for you. There are a handful of other pistol playbooks in the game, but this one definitely has more 12 personnel than you could ever need. Then you go to 13 personnel. You do have one. It's wing tight Z. But the rest of this, of course, you got your goal line, and then you got your QB kneel. So if you just need a whole lot of pistol, nothing but you still want to throw out a lot of tight ends out there, this is definitely the playbook for you. So hopefully this video helped. I covered 10 playbooks that's got a bunch of tight end love, and I think you're going to enjoy them. And I'll talk to you later.